Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 2 Resurrected video. Today I want to show you a really cool build which you can call the Zoo Druid or Summon Druid or Bear Zoo Summon Druid. Call it whatever you like. Let's just get right into the skills. I have 1 point into Werewolf, one to unlock Lycanthropy where I put 1 point into it, 1 point into Bear, one into Maul and one into Shockwave. As for summoning, maxed out Raven, Spirit Wolf, Dire Wolf, and Grizzly, and the rest of my points into Heart of the Wolverine. You can also go with Orc Sage if you like, just test it out what suits you better. As for the gear, I have a Spirit and a Crystal Sword, a Rock Stopper to help with resistances, an Amulet with skills and resistances, a Spirit in a Monarch, Smoke Armor, Thesaurus Boots, a Ring with resistances on it, Death's Sash, and Death's Hand, which is a very nice combination because it gives you cannot be frozen and all resistances, also attack speed and life stone pit and a massive poison resistance. The other ring is just again something with resistances. I have two grand charms, one with 18 fire resist, one with 22 lightning resist. And if you don't have the Dev's set or Dev's sash, here I upgraded this. You can do this in the new leather. You can upgrade your set items because the Dev's guard, the sash by itself, just comes with 4 potion slots, and if you upgrade it, it comes with 12, which is very nice. But you can also use a Ravenfrost in another belt because it's really for the can't be frozen. And the second weapon slot, or more like the first weapon slot, we have a Harmony Demon Crossbow. Because this Demon Crossbow has a very high base attack speed, and we will be using this in Werebear form to support our summons, and we can maul and shockwave our enemies. We will see that in a bit. This is the fun part about it. Most of the time, a summon druid is just very passive and doesn't do anything and just watches the summons dispose of the monsters. But in this case, we have a weapon and we will be hitting the enemies. Not very hard, mind you, but we will be supporting our summons. Also, the Vigor Aura is very nice to get everything sped up. So as for the attributes, I have 156 to strength. The Demon Crossbow needs 141, and the rest is just because I want to have the Spirit and the Monarch Shield to pre-buff and pre-cast my summons on the second weapon slot before I switch to Harmony. Also around 100 in Dexterity because this Demon Crossbow needs 98 and the rest into Vitality. Resistances are alright. Cold resistance could be a bit higher, but it's okay. As for the Mercenary, I opted for Obedience in a Man Catcher, which you can now do with patch 2.4, Treachery and Terrasha's Mask, and it's a Blessed Aim Mercenary. You can also go with a Might Mercenary to boost up your summon's damage and your damage. Also, you can go with the Holy Freeze to be more safe. So there are different options, and I haven't tried out everything in detail, so just go with what feels best for you. Okay, with that out of the way, what you want to do is go to your spirited weapon slot and precast all your summons because you have +4 to skills then. So we have the Grizzly, we have the 3 Dire Wolves, we have Heart of the Wolverine, and 5 Spirit Wolves, as well as 5 Ravens. So could also switch to Harmony and cast a Valkyrie if you like. It's just level 4, but it will complement the overall Zoo. Then switch to Spirit and cast your Werebear to have a higher level, and it might be that your Valkyrie then disappears, which is unfortunate, so don't mind that. If you do it fast enough, like go to Demon Crossbow, switch, and then switch back to Crossbow, then it will stay. For some reason, it's not just disappearing when you switch weapons, and it takes some time, but that's alright. So keep in mind, if you recast your summons, what you want to do is switch your weapon slot before you do that to have the +4 to skills, because Harmony does not give anything +2 skills. Okay, so with that all being out of the way and set, and here I need to re-shapeshift, because if you change acts, then you need to shapeshift again. Let's just go and do a run of Stony Tombs. You don't bother with these trash mobs. Here there's sometimes also already a lot of action when you go in here. And you can shockwave to support, but you can also maul. As you can see, we don't do like a lot of damage, but kind of feels nice to just support and do something rather than just hanging back and do nothing. But this might be not you, might be that you enjoy the summoner playstyle and just hanging back, and you can still do that. You don't have to attack here, you can save your points. But I find it pretty nice because in Werebear also we have a lot of more health. Right now we're sitting on 1600 HP with a budget. And you can just go up and, yeah, be the other summon. Like, we have all those wolves and the bear and stuff, and there's just another bear helping out, right? So here it's a bit unfortunate that they are hanging around the door, because your summons can't go in properly right here. And this might be the rather unfortunate part in going Werebear, because we cannot use teleport like on a staff or on Enigma or something, which is unfortunate. But as you can see, we still don't really have a problem. And now our ravens are gone, so I'm switching weapons. And like the indicator on the right that I don't have any arrows is a good sign if I have switched weapons or not. Also your life kind of changes and your mana, of course. And overall, just the Vigor Aura is very nice to move around. Your summons are moving faster, you are moving faster. Which is nice. And we are able to kill something on our own. You can also just play around with going less summons. Maybe you don't need the dire wolves or something, or the spirit wolves, and you want more damage with your maul. But I maybe would not recommend it. I mean, it depends like on the rest of your gear. Right now we are not having like the most melee attack damage gear, because most of our damage comes from our summons, and you want to focus on more plus skill gear to boost up the damage of your summons. But I guess there is wiggle room and flexibility in this build where you can lean more towards your own damage and build around that. But this build is very safe as well. Let's kill these orms. Seems like our wolves got stuck there. I think that you need to keep aware of that your spirit is very squishy, but you can just resummon it pretty quickly, and you should, because it greatly buffs up the damage and attack rating of yourself and your summons. Again, there might be other areas that this build will excel a bit better. As you can see, if we are stuck on the door, kinda, it's a bit annoying. Maybe let's pull them out a bit. Again, depending on the monsters you are facing, you might want to stand back more, use more stun shockwave, for example. Here I got some damage because I'm cursed. And I need to recast my ravens. I guess ravens are the highest source of damage on this build. Might be. So be aware. Oops, I need to swap weapons before I do this. Also, keep in mind that your Werebear only lasts 180 seconds, so might be that you come out at an unfortunate time. And again, you can put in more points in the lycanthropy and less points into the spirit, for example. Thanks. Do it as you want to. Also have a video about a more hybrid build like Bear Shockwave and just going Grizzly and Spirit Wolf, so this is also a possibility, which works very well. There goes the super unique. Also, of course, our Merc is doing a lot of work. Merc is doing work with his obedience, which is not that hard to get. I mean, everything we have here is budget, I guess. That's what this is about, a budget builds for you to enjoy. Let's see. Rebuff on the spirit weapons. And also we don't have the highest attack rating here. But we are hitting around 70% of the time because we have a Blessed Aim Merc and our Heart of the Wolverine Spirit. Come in, my wolfies. So yeah, this is a new level 85 zone, and I'm sure there are others that can be farmed with this. So we can also just take a quick look at Arachnid Lair, which is also now level 85, where every item of the game can drop. Don't want to prolong this video too much because I think you get the idea. But let's take a quick look at a second area. Whoops, no. I need to get used to where to cast my stuff and on what weapon slot I am. But just like found this build, or more like got the idea that I want to try this, and it works pretty well, so I want to share this with you. Maybe you get some inspiration out of it, maybe you like the Summon Druid and want to try this Harmony bow version yourself. I mean, it does not have to be a demon crossbow, just try to find something that has a decent attack speed. And because of the new attack speed calculation, it works pretty nice. Because it might be that demon crossbow is not that hard, not that easy to find, since it's an elite version and you need 4 sockets in it. And you can use something else, it's not a problem. Again, the damage we do is more like supplemental damage and not the main draw of this build. The main draw being, of course, as summoner, having our summons deal the damage. But again, it's just nice to have something to do, feel useful among these summons. And the Vigor Aura is just very nice. Later on you can also upgrade to a Reaper's Toll, for example. You can wield it yourself or you can give it to your Mercenary, because the Crepify Aura greatly boosts the physical damage and also breaks immunes like this one. But you can still kill those immunes because your Spirit Wolves have cold damage. And those monsters having all those little dudes spawning, they are like blocking our summons, of course. Ah, teleportation! Man, let's just kill that one. So there were 3 packs here, and all spawned these little dudes as well. That's why it took so long here. Where did you go? Come on, I will beat you down with Maul. Also, Maul is uninterruptible now, which is very nice. But I think you get the idea of the build. It's a very nice build, it's very safe. could be a very good contender for playing hardcore, for example. Guess you can just stack up on your resistances and then just go nuts on your summons. And again, you can see we only have +5 to skill, so this has a potential to be much stronger than that. If you have more plus skill gears and plus summon skill, like plus summon skill grand charms are not that expensive if you are planning to go non-ladder. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, got maybe some inspiration, learned something. If you did, leave a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Consider subscribing, I will be making more videos like this in the future. And until then, good luck, have fun, and goodbye.